Thanks for joining us today, guys. Today we're talking about AI for small business marketing, and this is a part of our combined workshops with the Parkland Chamber of Commerce, so part of the monthly marketing club. If you're interested in any of the other workshops that we've done, we've been posting them on our YouTube channel. So when you get the link to this one, you can also find the other ones on our Bankert Marketing YouTube channel. The whole goal of today's AI small business marketing workshop is really just to dive in, dip our toes into different ways that we can use AI to leverage and to properly create prompts that actually get us what we want and the proper way to think of AI. But without going into all of that, we're going to dive into it. We want to give you a couple quick things to think about or to latch onto during this workshop because we want to keep it at half an hour. And hopefully from that it will, generate enough interest, give you a little bit of a boost so you can start using it for your business, organization, etc. So the question is, most small businesses or organizations, they don't struggle with marketing ideas. We have a ton of ideas. Lately, we struggle a lot with time. There's just far too much to do. And the big thing about AI, especially when it first came out, is we had lengthy conversations of, is AI going to completely replace us? Are people going to be able to just talk and boom, everything's done for them? And the answer is no. The more that we've got to know AI, at least the current version of it, is that as good as it is, it doesn't replace marketing. It just helps you do marketing faster. So what AI actually is? So AI, artificial intelligence. AI is tools like ChatGPT, which you've probably heard of, Gronk, Gemini. Uh, I put Canva on there. Canva has a bunch of AI tools that are in it that most people are familiar with. And really, most tools that are out there now have AI integrated with them. And behind a lot of these AI is different models that are being used. So the open AI model that ChatGPT uses, that one then gets sold out to different groups that then use it and integrate it into theirs. Grammarly is another one, but Grammarly actually uses several different models of AI that they integrate into. So the AI that you are interacting with is not necessarily the same AI. It's different models, different versions, different groups that are building and creating these models for different purposes. And there's different ones that are good at different things. So some may be really good at asking coding questions too, and other ones may be good for generating AI video or AI images or things like that. So if you think of AI, instead of thinking it as I'm going to give you a task, you're going to do it, and I'm just going to take whatever you give me and run with it, think of AI as a very fast intern that can help you brainstorm ideas, write drafts, organize information, speed up repetitive tasks, things like that. But the thing to remember is that AI doesn't fix bad marketing. And I also put in there that AI can be very biased because I've seen this before. It's an intern that wants you to be happy. AI wants you to keep you engaged. They want you to continue to use their platform. So it will take past conversations and provide you with an answer that it thinks you will like. And most of the time, it's like that doesn't matter. But I have seen it in asking it very so if it's let's just choose like a political question in nature, it will skew the answer based on your political inputs that you have given it based on what you want to hear come out of it, which I find is very interesting, but it doesn't give you a full picture all the time. And AI can also be very wrong, so you can't trust. So 10 AI tools for marketing that you can look at. These are just a bunch that we tossed in here just to give you sort of a little bit of a scope of some landscape. So obviously for writing and general use, ones like ChatGPT, Gemini, Gronk, Grammarly, Jasper, Copy.ai. Some different design ones, Canva, Midjourney, DALL-E. Some marketing automation. HubSpot actually has some good AI tools that are built into their platform. You can do other things like content creation. So Descript does a bunch of content creation, and then other ones, general SEO ones like Surfer SEO. Uh, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of AI tools that are available tied into different engines. So we're not going to get bogged down into that. We're just going to say AI in general, and then you can apply that to whichever AI tool you happen to be using. So let's dig into this. So what's the pros and cons of AI? So some pros specifically is that it saves you a ton of time. When you can do a blog outline in 5 seconds or social post idea in 10 seconds, you can plan out your entire social calendar for the entire year in, not saying that it's good, you still have to go in and do a lot of work to it, but you can get the general outline to jump from in seconds. And that really saves a ton of time. It helps generate ideas. So no more staring at blank pages. You get writer's block. You can toss a query in there and it can toss you out some ideas that will get things flowing so you can then jump onto the idea that actually makes sense that you want to go with. Improves consistency. So it helps you show up regularly with content. When you're able to produce content, you're able to produce marketing pieces more efficiently and consistently. It helps you show up more, and therefore you're in front of your audience, your target market, a lot easier. So what are some of the cons? The biggest one is that AI can be wrong. Always fact check, especially with anything that comes out of it. If you're relating to a specific topic or piece, always fact check. And I had actually just watched a video this morning about a guy who was saying that he had, this is video related. So depending on where the AI model is pulling its information from, you have to understand that maybe that information isn't correct. And so this gentleman had produced a video and had said XYZ about a particular topic, but he was incorrect about it. So the next day he had, uh, said, no, I was wrong about that. I redact my statement, et cetera, et cetera. But there's so many people that follow him that they had produced, 100 videos saying exactly what this guy had said, but it was all wrong information. And so AI can always have that element to it too if it's grabbing. So Gronk specifically uses the Twitter AI engine and reaches out into social and will pull all of that social information back to you. So just because you get that information, you still have to do the work of researching it to make sure it's accurate. Uh, Number two, if you just spit stuff out, the content can sound generic. So you still need to add your voice to it. You still need to write things in your words, but it does give you a baseline that you can rewrite. Number three is over reliance. AI supports your marketing. It doesn't replace strategy. If you just push everything into AI and don't do any thinking of your own, you're going to end up okay, but not as good as you could do. So there's always that. One of the big things that we like to highlight is the safety concerns of AI. People get onto AI and they think that it's just wonderful. Copilot should be another one that goes in there. And Copilot is downright dangerous as far as how powerful it is, especially within a large organization environment. But never upload sensitive data. I should say one thing about Copilot there. So, one of the things that makes Copilot dangerous in large organizations is that when they first rolled it out, all of the large organizations have things like, say, you've got a Windows server and all of your company information is in there and all of your employee data and everything. And so Copilot had all of that information. And so they could do things like, spit out everyone's salary or, uh, find all the allergies on all the employees and spit that out. And things like that, that they shouldn't have been able to get into. That should have been restricted, but the AI had its fingers into all of that information. So So with AI, with that, never upload sensitive data. Don't enter employee records, financial information, customer personal information, private company data, passwords, or internal documents. I'm even skeptical about adding client information in there at all. Like we'd never put client info in there. Nothing that would tie anything to anyone. Basically, think of it safe things to upload is if you wouldn't post it on social media, don't post it into AI. It is not an enclosed system. You are uploading stuff to someone else's server. Someone else is collecting and data mining whatever you put in there. So safe things to upload, your marketing ideas, your blog topics, ad copy drafts, social media ideas, any of those things that you have no problem sitting in a coffee shop and talking about, you should be fine. But if you don't feel comfortable just sharing it with a stranger, well, AI is a stranger. So, with all those things out of the way, let's look at how we can actually start to use AI more effectively so that it's more beneficial for us. And the way we do this, we'll just keep it simple. You can get as complex as you want, but the simple one is just a four-part prompt formula. So this is role, task, context, and format. So the role, you can give AI a role. You can say, I'm going to just use ChatGPT because most people are familiar with it. You can use it for free. So the role, you need to tell the AI who they are because AI model as a whole is could be anything, right? There's so many different areas, there's so many occupations, there's so much knowledge that they have fed into this AI model. We have to tell the AI who they are. So in this case, act as a marketing consultant. Task, what do you want? Example, create 10 social media post ideas. Context, so this is more details about the business that will help fine tune your results so that you get better results. So for a landscaping company serving Manitoba homeowners, and then what is the format of it? You can specify how the answer should appear. So write them as short bullet points. So your prompt is going to look something like this. Act as a marketing consultant, create 10 Facebook post ideas for a landscape company serving homeowners in Manitoba. Make the tone friendly and community focused. So some practical ways that we can use that particular type of a prompt, and we're going to get into prompts. I'm going to go over a bunch of them in a little bit here. We're just going to take a little rabbit trail. But practical ways to use AI in marketing. So for social media, your prompt is create 10 Facebook post ideas for a local bakery. Blog content, give me 10 blog post ideas for a plumbing company. And you can tie this into different things that are happening. You can say include things about Christmas or, as specific as you want. And then you can spit them out and you can say, okay, I like these ones, I don't like these ones, and then continue generating ideas. You can also specify different websites that you want to glean ideas from and have AI refer to that and pull that in. More of that stuff's available with the paid models. There's quite a bit that you can do with the paid models, but with the general ones, you can do a little bit of that too. For email marketing, write a short promotional email announcing a spring sale. And once again, don't just copy and paste it. You can use it, rewrite it a little bit so it actually makes sense to you, and then send that out. Also for ads, generate 15 Google ad headlines for a roofing company. Simple things like that that will really speed up and get us over that writer's roadblock of, what are we actually working on? So a simple AI workflow that we use is start with a marketing goal. What do we actually want to accomplish? We ask the AI for ideas, we edit and personalize, and then we review it before publishing. So before we get into the actual prompts that we're going to go over here, just a couple takeaways. Use AI to generate ideas quickly. You use prompts to get better results. Always edit, personalize, never upload sensitive information. So AI is an incredible tool for saving time, but it needs your experience, creativity, and voice because you understand your target market and your people way better than AI does. And being able to change that as you go is key. So let's look at some prompts here. So number one, the what should I be doing marketing prompt. If you don't even have a clue of what you're supposed to be doing in your marketing journey, your marketing strategy right now, so this is one a very useful prompt for overwhelmed owners. So the prompt is act as a small business marketing consultant. That's what we want them to do. Suggest 10 marketing strategies a small business type in this region could use to attract more local customers. Focus on ideas that are affordable and practical for a small team. We want to make sure that AI understands that, we're a small team. There's not a lot of us here. We don't have a big budget. All of those different things you can put in there so that it will shift and change the answers based on your situation. So it works well because it gives direction and it also helps owners prioritize their time because they understand, okay, it needs to be affordable and practical for a small team. So number two is an instant social media content generator. So a prompt that you can use is act as a social media manager, create 10 Facebook post ideas for a business type serving audience location, make them engaging, friendly, and community focused. Um, one of the prompts that I used recently, if I can find it, AI always spits out so much information, it's hard to find my actual prompts and the whole madness. That's that. Here we go. So one of the prompts we use that I didn't include here, but you can use something similar to this. This is a longer one, but let's create a content calendar and posting rhythm for the rest of March. We would like to post once per day, and the content should balance the four pillars as well as explain the basics of what we're doing. So we had included four pillars above, which had a whole bunch of more information on it. And we also want to include any relevant key dates like holidays or events, and you could actually list those in there if you wanted to. Can you help me map this
This
out?
out.
Please include the pillar, post topic, format, and date for each post. We'd also like to do these posts primarily as short selfie videos. And so based on that, it spit out a table of the rest of March and everything that we could do. It also attached them to a previous conversation of pillars. So you can get as complex as you want with these prompts. The ones we're going to look at right here are just simple, but you can copy and paste these and
And
make them more exciting as you go along. So, example, landscaping company, local coffee shop, plumber service, any business, you could go ahead and use these prompts. Number three, turn one idea into 10 pieces of content. This shows the power of AI for content repurposing. And content repurposing is huge. And as small business owners, we often do not get on top of this as well as we could. We can say one thing 10 different ways and repost that 10 different times and put it out 10 times. And that's okay because often someone's only going to see your post once or twice anyways. They're not going to sit and see every single post. And so by sending it out in 10 different ways, you actually hit more people with that particular topic that you're looking at. So maybe it's uh, okay, they got spring lawn care tips on here. So but spring lawn care tips for your lawn, there's about a bazillion things that you can talk about as far as that little piece. So the prompt is act as a content marketing strategist. Take the following idea and turn it into 10 different social media post ideas. Insert topic. So spring lawn care tips. So spring lawn care tips for a local hardware store or whatever it is. If you're looking to push a particular product, you can put the product names and everything in there and it will spit out 10 different ways that you can spin that same thing. Number four, local SEO blog topic generator. So perfect for businesses that want Google traffic. or even trying to get more AI traffic because Google is shifting like crazy. So prompt, act as an SEO expert. Generate 15 blog post ideas that would help a business type rank higher in Google and attract customers in this location. So example ideas, blog ideas for a plumbing company in Winnipeg, Dauphin, etc. And then you can take those blog ideas and then you can further do prompts with them to figure out, okay, these are the ideas. Show me a sample outline for this particular thing, and you can keep following with the prompts and generate your whole article and then rewrite it as yourself. Number five, write a high converting promotion. Prompt, act as a marketing copywriter. Write a short promotional Facebook post announcing a sale or promotion for business type. Make the tone friendly, exciting, and focused on the value to the customer. That's a great one, at least for generating different ideas. Number six, customer questions generator. One of the things that we always put a lot of onto websites is FAQs. And it's like answering the most common questions that customers have, right? But how do you know what questions customers are having other than your own experience over time? But if you're just starting out and you just need to add some FAQs, AI is a great way to do that. So you can also then spin these FAQs into social posts or carousels answering these questions, and the opportunities are endless. But the prompt is act as a customer research expert. List 20 questions customers commonly ask before hiring a business type. So this gives your blog topics, your FAQ content, social media ideas. It's really a great prompt, even just to see what potentially is out there that you could be missing that you need to work on. Number seven, improve my existing marketing. So the prompt is act as a marketing expert. Improve the following social media posts to make it more engaging and persuasive while keeping the tone friendly. Then you can paste a real post in there and AI will rewrite the post for you. So if you have a piece of marketing and you want another opinion on it, you can toss it over there, see what they kick back. If you're doing Google Ads or any type of ads, really, Facebook, etc. So the Google Ads headline generator, perfect if you are running ads. Act as a Google Ads copywriter and generate 20 Google ad headlines for a business type, targeting customers in this location or whatever format you want. The If you haven't watched any of our videos on there are previous videos, we talk a lot about understanding your target market. And a lot of this is a lot easier, especially when working with AI, if you understand and have a good idea of who your target, like who are you talking to? What is the language that you're speaking? And make sure that AI understands who your target market is too, because that will allow the AI to give you back a much better response. So this is great because it allowed Google Ads to do, like in Google Ads, you can do headline testing and put multiple in there, and then it will see which one converts the best. And so sometimes we think that this headline is going to do great, and it bombs. And one that we weren't thinking was going to do well actually does a lot better. So having these different options from AI allows us to do that testing. The customer persona builder. So this is part of generating and creating your target market. Helps you understand your audience. So act as a marketing strategist. Create a customer profile for a typical customer who hires a business type. So your business type. Include demographics, problems they face, and what motivates them to buy. So this will help you improve targeting and messaging, as well as get a different opinion about your particular target market. Uh, you may have an idea of what your target market is, but sometimes there's little nuggets in there that you can then introduce into your own personas for your organization. So the last one, the 10, the 1 month marketing plan. So here's a prompt for that. Act as a small business marketing consultant. Create a simple 30-day marketing plan for a business type with a limited time and budget. Include social media ideas, local marketing tactics, and website content suggestions. This prompt shows AI how, like, this is a way that AI can help you with your entire marketing strategy. Um, the one thing about AI is it is that fast intern. It's going to spit a bunch of stuff out to you. If you do want sort of a more rounded approach, you do need to bring in other people who've been in the industry. AI doesn't replace everyone, but it definitely does make things a lot faster. So I've included one more bonus prompt for you. This is a prompt improvement prompt. I want to use AI to help market my business type. Ask me 10 questions about my business so you can help me create better marketing content. That's probably one of the biggest things about AI is understanding that the more that it has a little bit of understanding about your business, the better its responses will be. So some tips here at the end that I want to include. Most people make this mistake. They ask AI once and they don't refine the results that they get back from AI. They just take it, spit it out, and that's what it is. So the real secret to using AI more effectively is the follow-up prompts. So make this shorter, rewrite this for Facebook, add humor, make this more persuasive. AI is a conversation. It's not just an in and out type idea. So you can go back and forth with AI. And we also try to limit the responses of AI. So we will, if you're writing a conversation in there, AI will like to give you like pages and pages of content. And if you tell it, only spit out this little bit and then wait for the next prompt before we go into the next section, or if you break it down, you can get really complex with prompts and go through a whole marketing process, but using it to go step by step, you'll get better results and able to fine tune it as you go. And then at the end, you have less editing to do or thinking because you've sort of done that through the process. Ways that Bankert Marketing helps businesses use AI in their marketing is we do AI assisted marketing strategy work, AI content creation systems, website content and SEO, social media planning and automation, marketing workflow optimization, AI training for teams, which we've done a bit of, website development and optimization, and digital marketing strategy and consulting. AI is powerful, but the best results come when it's combined with experience, strategy, and creativity. And we know that you guys have a ton of it. Thanks so much for watching.